My wife demanded I give my inherited house to her sister because she needs it more. I said that's not happening. She threatened divorce, so I granted it. The look on her face when she realized she lost me and access to the house was something I'll never forget. I didn't grow up with much. My parents worked hard, but we were paycheck to paycheck people. My grandparents, though, they built something. My grandfather bought a small lakeside cabin in the 60s, back when the area was still considered out in the sticks. Over the years, he rebuilt it board by board until it was a fully modernized two-story home with wraparound decking, handmade cabinets, and a living room wall built entirely from reclaimed barnwood he'd collected over decades. When he died, he left it to me. Only to me. Not shared, not marital, not community property. Mine. At first, my wife Clara had no issue with that. She even bragged to her friends about how rustic and charming the place was, though we agreed to rent it out for a few years while we were still living downtown for work. The tenants were an easygoing retired couple who kept the place immaculate. The rental income paid the taxes, utilities, and set aside money for maintenance. Everything was calm until Clara's sister blew through her savings, broke her lease, and quit her job in the same week. Her sister, Hannah, 33 going on 14, had always been financially reckless. An endless cycle of new hobbies, new diets, new boyfriends, new business ideas she never followed through on. Clara had always defended her. She's just free-spirited, she'd say. She doesn't think like other people. Yeah, because other people think at all. The day everything exploded started like any other Sunday. I was cleaning out the garage, sorting tools my grandfather left behind. I had an old radio playing, dust drifting through the sunlight, everything peaceful. Then Clara came home. She slammed the door so hard the walls shook, stormed into the garage with her sunglasses still on and her jaw clenched. I knew that look. It was the, I've already decided I'm right and you're the villain look. "We need to talk," she said. "Okay," I said slowly. "About what?" "The house." My stomach sank. "What about it?" She crossed her arms. "Hannah needs a place to live. Her lease is up in 3 weeks. Rent prices are insane right now. We should let her stay at the lake house." "No," I said immediately. "We have tenants in there for another 10 months. And even after that, renting to family is a disaster waiting to happen." "She wouldn't pay rent," Clara snapped. "What?" "She's family," Clara said, like I was an idiot for not understanding. "And family helps each other." "Helping is one thing," I said. "Subsidizing her lifestyle is another. The property costs money. Taxes, utilities, repairs." "You act like you're struggling," she cut in. "The rent covers those things." My annoyance flared. "Clara, she is not going to live there for free, and we are not breaking the tenant's lease. They've been nothing but good to us." She glared harder, eyes narrowing. "Then give her the house." I laughed. I genuinely thought she was kidding. "Give her the house? Clara, what the hell are you talking about?" "She needs stability," she shouted. "She's drowning in debt. She has nowhere to go. You don't even use the place." "It's an investment," I said slowly. "It's my grandfather's legacy. And you're hoarding it." That word, hoarding, like I was sitting on a pile of gold refusing to share. "Clara," I said, trying to stay calm, "I'm not giving her a house worth $250,000. If you really loved me," she said coldly, "you'd help my family. If you don't, then maybe we need to reconsider this marriage." There it was. The line you can't uncross. She said it with absolute confidence, like she expected me to panic, apologize, beg her forgiveness, and hand over the deed. Something cracked in me, or maybe something finally solidified. "Okay," I said. She blanked. "What?" "Okay," I repeated. "Let's get divorced." Her mouth dropped open. Huh? No, I didn't mean... "You said if I don't give your sister my house, you can't be with me. So, we're done." Her face went chalk white, then blotchy red. "You're overreacting." "No," I said. "I'm responding." I left. I drove straight to the lake house and stayed there overnight, staring at the wooden ceilings my grandfather built. I felt more at peace than I had in months. When I woke up, my phone was a war zone. Clara, you're throwing away our marriage over a house? Hannah, you selfish piece of garbage. I need that home. You owe me. Clara's mom, how dare you treat my daughters this way? Your grandparents would be ashamed. Yeah, sure. My grandparents who left the house exclusively to me would be ashamed I didn't give it to someone they barely knew. I contacted a lawyer. My lawyer reviewed everything. The deed, the will, the rental agreement, the bank statements. This house is 100% your separate property, she said. She has no legal claim. Clara was served 2 days later at work. Her meltdown reached biblical proportions. You actually filed? She screamed over the phone. You threatened divorce, I said. I accepted. You were supposed to fight for me. By handing over my house? No. Then came her sister. Oh God, her sister. She showed up at my job screaming that I was ruining her future. Security had to escort her out. She called me a thief for not giving her a house I inherited before I even met her. Then she showed up at the tenant store, told them to start packing. The older couple called me terrified. I drove over immediately. My lawyer sent a cease and desist the same night. Clara's family escalated. Daily. Her dad called me. Son, it's just a house. No, I said. It's integrity. You'll regret this. We'll see. Clara's lawyer tried to argue she had an interest in the property because she had emotionally supported its upkeep. The judge almost laughed. Receipts for cleaning supplies from our apartment? Text saying, I like the blue paint better? A picture of her standing on the deck? Rejected. Thrown out. Worthless. When she realized she wasn't touching that house, not a penny, not a board, her face went cold. Clara demanded high spousal support. The judge said no. She demanded half the rental income. The judge shut that down instantly. In the end, she walked away with small spousal support for a short period, half the retirement saved during the marriage, her car, no house, no access, no stake. When she signed the final papers, she looked at me with teary disbelief. Doesn't our marriage mean anything to you? It did, I said, until you put a price tag on it. The tenants eventually moved out, and I moved in. The lake is quiet at sunrise, peaceful in a way I didn't realize I was missing. I started restoring some of my grandfather's woodworking projects, found a chest of old templates and sketches. Sometimes I sit at the workbench and think about the generations of hands that built this place. About a month after the divorce finalized, Clara showed up at the house. The video doorbell caught her wringing her hands, makeup smeared, voice trembling. Can we talk? She asked. No, I said through the speaker. Please, I miss you. We can fix this. You threatened divorce, I said. I just agreed. What am I supposed to do when the support ends? Get a job, like everyone else. She looked stunned, like she'd expected me to swoop in and rescue her. I shut off the camera feed. Hannah? She got evicted, lost her car, burned every bridge she ever had. Somehow, she still tells people it's my fault, that I ruined her life by refusing to share. She even tried to leave a fake negative review about me on a professional site. It got deleted. Clara's mom sent me one final text. You destroyed our family for a house. I blocked her. No, I left because they expected me to be a doormat. The house is quiet tonight. I'm sitting at the dining table I restored myself, running my hand along the smooth surface. The lake is calm. The cicadas are humming. This place, this inheritance isn't just property. It's memory. It's legacy. It's the one thing my grandparents worked their entire lives to create, and I protected it. Some people say I chose a house over a marriage. They're wrong. I chose boundaries over manipulation, self-respect over coercion, legacy over entitlement. Would I do it again? Yes, 1,000 times. Because losing someone who only loved what you could give them isn't a loss at all.